なんとなく生きてんじゃないですか。迷ってんじゃないですか。生き生きしたい。簡単ですよ。過去のことを思っちゃダメだよ。なんであんなことしたんだろうって怒りに変わってくるから。未来のことも思っちゃダメ。大丈夫かな。不安になってるでしょ。ならば一生懸命一つのところに命をかける。そうだ、今ここを生きていけばみんな生き生きするぞ。諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだ。そこでもう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメ諦めたら周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそメロディーだ。
Hey guys, I don't know how many people are actually here. 20, nice. Hope you're doing good. The point of this is really just to hang out and talk. If you have questions for me, well, anything really. It's kind of a down market right now, so I figured we'd just hang out and talk. I messaged a few people to have potentially some special guests on to see if we could get maybe cryptographics in the house or OlympusX founder in the house to see if they'd want to talk about their projects. I can mention a few things that I'm working on behind the scenes as well. One for TitanX, one for Mastermind. Let me just check my DMs here and see if anyone's responded and would be interested. No one yet. It's okay. I pinged everyone at the last minute. So hope you guys are doing well. It's been pretty brutal market. TitanX kind of looks like it's bottoming, I guess, which is good. But other than that, yeah, there's really not much action happening. Volume is super low. I noticed that the Taurus buying bird is going off. It's buying like $18 like every few minutes. It's kind of interesting. Not if that's going to have a dent or not, but hey, Andrew, good to see you. Yeah, it's at least doing something, I guess, generating a little bit of volume. It's times like this in the market where like we've kind of even passed the phase of like blowing up in TitanX at this point. It's basically like, you know, only the people who care are hanging around at this point, which is can be good. Like the blow up has happened and now the community is like reduced, which I think we all expected. I've been mentioning this like since January. It's basically the entire ecosystem started to fall. It was around the time of the launch of Shogun and the launch of Ulti and a bunch of other things. And that was the beginning of the fall, basically, of the chart. And that's when a lot of Discord started to get sowed, and we lost a lot of people starting around that time into the spring of 25. And then, yeah, they kind of left us to where we are. So, yeah, I mean, basically, I feel like we've reached the point where like the people that are involved and interested are here, and that's great. It's good for us. I'll briefly mention a couple things that I'm working on. So I'm working on something behind the scenes for TitanX. So it's not a massive build, but it's a foundational update, and not to DragonX specifically, but within TitanX ecosystem. It actually affects DragonX and TitanX. I'm working with the OlympusX founder. So I got to know the OlympusX founder through the Mastermind. And, you know, we became friends. I've been helping him with some design resources, and he's done a brilliant job designing OlympusX. And, you know, in the Mastermind, we've had several rounds of review and going over it and all of the different mechanics. And so, you know, I was lucky enough to be able to provide him with design resources and auditing resources and that kind of thing, right? So that's what we do in the Mastermind. We're helping each other out, and we are doing builds for TitanX. But actually, OlympusX founder had a good idea, which is basically, I won't disclose the idea, but he had a good idea. And so, yeah, he's going to implement it. I'm going to help him promote it. I think it's a fun and interesting idea, and I think that it's something that would be really useful once it's foundational and in place, because then you can build on top of it. So I think it's a lot better designed. It's kind of a little bit like X20, but there's no new token. It uses TitanX and DragonX. So it's very well designed in that sense. Like there's no new token, but it's like X20 in the sense that it's foundational. So like you could build on top of it, and you're benefiting the entire ecosystem. So I'll reveal more like as we go. It's, you know, we're getting to the stage of audits with that, which is cool. This is why you need to have people around you that are here to support you. Like, I think, you know, you guys should recognize how good these networking groups are and how good it is to know people. Like, you have no flexibility if you're operating on your own. If you're one of these people who's just sitting behind a computer doing their day job and then spending some time on X, you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on such a richness to relationships and business relationships and possibilities. And, you know, I just got off a call with a Mastermind member, and like we're going to be hopefully making a lot of money together. Like we have a big plan for go-to-market for an AI product. It's exciting stuff, like really, really talented people inside. And so I wouldn't be where I am today if this wasn't for the Mastermind. And I think a lot of people in the Mastermind are going to be saying that in the next 6 to 12 months. Like I said on the last stream, which was a couple of days ago, you don't wait for an opportunity to build your network and get a team. You do that way in advance, years in advance. And I'm trying to provide that to you guys. Like through the Mastermind, I'm trying to provide you with a foundation of talent, of advisory, of accounting, design, audits, software engineering, right? And I'm trying to give you that foundation, so if you want to win for yourself, then you can do that. That's kind of the idea behind the Mastermind, right? So it's working very well. And in addition to that, like if you just want to join and do e-com, like we have a guy who just runs e-com shops for people. I mentioned it in my Telegram group, but like I didn't even realize that I have a shop that was built for me that's selling wind chimes of all things and other garden stuff. And so yeah, the guy who runs our Etsy just messaged me like the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you sold a bunch of wind chimes." Like, cool. I didn't even know I had that, right? Because we operate as a team. So he's building it for me. We're sharing revenue, and we're just making money together. And I have to do it's nothing. It's totally passive income for me. And other people in the group are having those spun up right now. We have an onboarding of about 5 of those per month. So like you get in, you probably have to wait like 1 month, and then you can be part of that. We have FBA, right? Obviously, all the crypto stuff is in there. Business deals, doing business together, doing crypto stuff together, crypto picks, all that good stuff is there. But then there's this other passive income element. And the other thing that I'm rolling out, which some of you guys might be interested in, and I'm going to start tweeting about it after this, but basically with AI, I was able to build like a full affiliate system and everything for it. It's really cool. So it's all like baked into one application. So what we're going to do is you're going to be able to sign up for an affiliate account. And like if you have followers and you want to promote the Mastermind, like you could promote it, and then you just get paid cash when people join. So it's a way for you to make cash like during the bear market. So it's good for you guys. You know, you can bring a few people in. Every person that joins, you get like $1,000 or something. It's really good. So for some of you, if you want to be part of something that is real, that is going to be around for a long time, it isn't just another token. You don't need to tie your identity to a token. I mean, I'm obviously tied to DragonX, right? But you're not a founder. So like you don't have to tie your identity to a token. Instead, you can tie your identity to a community. It's independent of a token, right? It's a project. It's a social project of a mastermind, of a network. And that's probably a better thing to tie your internet personality to than just another token, which will ultimately go down, right? And people are going to say, why did you show me this token? It went down. Instead, you can show something that's really intrinsically valuable, which is like talent and network and making money together. So you're almost like, it's better than building on a token. Like it's better to build on a real business and be a part of that story, and the probability of success is higher than doing that for a cryptocurrency. Let's be honest. The crypto is very risky. So I see a lot of people who have a lot of marketing talent, and they're putting it into these projects, and the project's just going down and down and down. And so if you do have a following, I urge you to like reach out to me, because not only is this a great opportunity for promoting, but like you don't need to give up your promotion of your favorite token. You can continue to like promote the stuff you like, but you can also say, hey, there's a group here and we're helping each other and we're making money together. And even if crypto goes down, we're going to win together. And that's something that's going to be more durable potentially. So I'm building this for you guys. Like I'm building it for the community, obviously for myself, because I have so much value from it. Like I have multiple business partners in there now. But it's also for you guys in the sense that you can make money with it. You can promote it. You can be proud to promote it because it's a strong group of, in there we have people that are Bitcoin whales, Ethereum whales, elite developers, people who have bought and sold, built and sold companies, people who are running companies. Like, I feel like I was able to get the best of TitanX. Like the best people are coming to that group. And now all you need to do is say like, hey, do you guys want to be part of it? Like, I'll bring my friends in. They're going to benefit. And so you can bring all of that energy that you have for these projects like Hex and TitanX and Pulse Chain. And you can bring that energy to something that's going to be around, that doesn't require some guy to just shill a bag and like hope, right? Because you can be part of the growth of the mastermind, right? So the mastermind, it's like, imagine a community, but there's no token. I know it might be a shocking concept to you guys, but like, imagine like all of the buzz that happens around a token because it's just remove the token and add another value there that's more durable. And then that's what the mastermind is. Okay. That's another way of thinking about it. Like, so be proud to like be proud to be part of that mastermind because it's like it's a clan of people who are like really good at what they do. So like be part of that clan, join us inside. So, I just showed the mastermind for like 10 minutes. I dropped a little bit of alpha about TitanX. Yes, inside the mastermind, we are working on a build and it's in audit phase. There won't be a new token. It has a similar benefit to X28, but without a new token, I guess you could say. Join the mastermind because you can be part of a clan of people that's really strong and durable, and it's not going to go away when the market dips. We're not going away. This is something that I'm going to have for a long, long time. This group. We are a network. We're CEOs, we're lawyers, we're doctors, we're engineers, we are business owners. It's a powerful force. So yeah, you should be part of it. I just onboarded 2 people today. They're very happy. So keep it coming. And we do stuff for TitanX inside. We really work on builds. We work on ORX stuff. We talk about all this stuff happening there. We talk about Olympus X, the new TitanX project that's launching. I won't disclose any dates. I don't know if they're public. We have a new build coming. Me and Olympus X founder are going to be collaborating on it. The whole Plasm collaboration where the Plasm team burns TitanX came through the mastermind. So you can thank them for that. Go check out plasm.io if you're interested in that. Cryptographics and I connected over the design of Taurus, and I hooked him up with a designer for that. So that was my designer that did that for Taurus. So Taurus design is through the mastermind. There's a lot of value being exchanged. So that's my shield here for that. But I do want to answer questions. It's been now 15 minutes of me talking. So what else? New TitanX build. Mastermind is awesome. Referral program coming. So I'm gonna put together a Telegram group for that. I've been so busy now with AI stuff. I have an AI initiative that's happening, which is, I'm so excited about it, but it's very different than crypto. Crypto is like instant, you just hop on socials and you can stream and you can just go, right? And just get users and start building. But with AI, it's just like, it's a real business with a lot of infrastructure and contracts, and it just takes more time. So it's taking up a lot of my time, but it's all front loading. So, once things start to close and proceed, then it'll be good. At some point, I'll let you guys know like what exactly I'm doing with AI. I think some people already know in the community. So it's my kind of, yo, what's up, Trader Lee? you want to jump on here? Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Like at some point, I'm going to do a go-to-market for this thing, and you guys will want to work on it. But this comes out of my background in cybersecurity, basically. So you can imagine like what that might be about. But because I had a whole career in cybersecurity and software engineering before I started doing this crazy crypto stuff. And then the Mastermind actually allowed me to take that background and basically apply it to AI with the talent inside the Mastermind. Ridiculously good value. I mean, if you're ambitious, man, you guys are missing out. Like you need to join. Bullish Lee reposted this stream. I'm gonna message Bullish Lee, otherwise known as Trader Lee. Oh, did I lose it? Shoot, did I lose my stream? Can you guys still hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Shit, I'm not live anymore. One sec. Okay, I think I'm back now. I can see on YouTube I'm back. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys skip ahead in that. So yeah, awesome, cool. So yeah, if anyone wants to jump on, just message me, DM me. Trader Lee, if Trader Lee wants to jump on, I don't know if he does appearances or what, but if he wants to jump on, he can jump on. Any builder can jump on. It's cool. I asked Mike Dean, but he couldn't make it. So let me just go through the comments and questions. See, I probably have to delete some FUD, but what we got here. Hello, did you see yesterday's update on Taurus? I know that they're building something new, and there's a new like co-founder, but I don't know the details actually. It'd be cool to get Steve on here, but I messaged him at the last minute, so I'm not sure if he'll jump on. I'd love to hear it. He could get some more coverage on his stuff, but if he's too busy, that's not a problem either. So, no worries. Yeah, Taurus is looking good. I think it looks like it's bottomed out at this point, which is good. So, nice job. Hey, Eric, I think, will you clarify why buying TitanX is burning money? Well, if the chart is just going down and down and down because we're in a bear market, then you're not really preserving capital by buying into it, right? So people are saying like, that's FUD, but why don't you just wait to buy later? You know, like, wouldn't you want to wait until the market has turned, like materially turned to the point where like all the bullish things that we were kind of counting on for the last bull market, they're all going to hit in like 6 to 12 months. And then we'll have another bull market. But they're not going to hit right away because there's a time lag. And so what we missed in the last bull market is like not the fact that Ethereum's going to 30K. It was just like, it wasn't going to 30K like shortly. It's going to 30K when all that stuff hits, right? Which is, it's it's some way away. I guess you could say like rate cuts, institutional adoption, new Fed chair, tamed inflation. That's buying Ethereum, like treasury companies, all that stuff. That just takes time to accumulate in the market, and then you have all these liquidations, right, that we need to process. So basically, I think we're absolutely directionally correct in the sense that eventually Ethereum will hit 30K, but I was premature in my overly excited and premature, basically calling it for that cycle. When the reality is like the same thing that we're experiencing now kind of happened in 21, where like we came off the second peak and then we started to go up again, and there was like a relief rally, and people were like, we're just going to do it again. Then we never did. I think Russia invaded Ukraine at that time, and then it was just like then the other shoe dropped, and then we had FTX, and then we had Celsius, and it was just a cascade of collapses after that. And that's why I'm saying, like, just because the prices are going up again right now doesn't mean that this relief rally won't be crushed by something. It would be very typical to like have a relief rally, and then like 4,000 is like the resistance, and then we just on Ethereum, and then we just go back down again because Venezuela or rising inflation or something hits again, right? So that's why, like, I don't think you necessarily want to fight the base case, which is like Benjamin Cohen's thesis, which is like we probably have another 6 to 12 months left before all those macro things kick in and you get push. Cheers, Duke of Boost. Like here, I stay until we win and then learn even more to win it bigger. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's been a lot of adaptation happening in the market. We've got to see which builders have staying power. Cryptographics, Builder Lee is out there. Olympus X founder, Ali, Diamond Club or whatever that X28 build. So like we see the durable founders. We still have community. We still have a lot of ETH. So it's good. We're in a good position. As I was saying last time, like so many altcoins, they're not going to get up after this, but we're going to get up. So yeah, it's exactly the point I was just making actually, which is like we still rank. Like after 2 years, we're still like in the picture. We still have pairs that flare up. We still have community building things. We still have something here. It's just a bear market. Like it's been bad for TitanX for a year. We've already been in our bear market for like a year. So the amount that we have remaining to go down is probably less than like some other altcoins which are going to get crushed. But yeah, it's really not a dead ecosystem. And if it's not a dead ecosystem, that means we're going to have another run at some point. Like it's a matter of survival. So I mean, imagine if ETH hits 30K, right? It's going to be insane. All eyes will be on TitanX. I've been mining TitanX and DragonX since launch, and I didn't see any returns. When is a realistic time frame to recover my initial capital? I don't get to decide. Just so you know, I don't choose the price chart. That's not what a founder does. The founder doesn't I don't get to pick your ROI date. I get the market that I'm handed as a founder, which was the hardest altcoin market in the history of crypto. And I think we did pretty good considering we did 100x during that time. So I think at 99% of founders would have ghosted in my position. So appreciate the effort, Eric. Yeah, thanks, man. It means a lot when you say that, actually, because I think that I'm providing something of a foundation, although I don't consider myself to be the leader of TitanX. I consider myself to be the leader of DragonX. I think I'm providing something of a foundation right now for the ecosystem. With my Mastermind, which is producing protocols for TitanX, and it's keeping some of the best people engaged in making money, and also with TitanX and with live streams. So I'm trying to provide something of a foundation and base for you guys while I grow my mastermind. And I think it's actually been working. Like, you guys got to give me some credit, you know. I think since the beginning of TitanX, like, everybody has been saying that all of my moves are like selfish and designed to like benefit me, like in opposition to the community. Like, the evidence shows the exact opposite, which is like all of my moves have helped both me and the community. Like, together, it's a mutual win. So it's almost as if there's value being exchanged between parties, like in a capitalist system. I hope I don't just drop because of an update right now. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so like basically, I think whenever I make a move, people are always saying, well, he did that because it benefits him. But not only have I made moves that do not benefit me for the ecosystem, but I've also made mutually beneficial moves. Whereas maybe other people didn't have the flexibility or foresight or talent or ability to make a mutually beneficial calculation during the collapse, like of TitanX, I did. So I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing that we had someone to do that, right? Because I could have just run off and done software development for a year while everything just died. All right, but I chose to pivot while staying within TitanX. It's already been 30 minutes, damn. May 25th is TitanX payouts, when moon. Yeah, we don't get to decide when moon. Builders don't get to decide anything except for, you know, what they build and how they wanted to like promote it and stuff. But you get the market that you get. Like, you get handed a market as a founder, and you have to do your best within that. Because basically, crypto's like a cyclical asset. That crypto's like not hard, actually. It's basically wait until the conditions just create a speculative environment. You know, wait until there's a speculative environment and crypto will benefit. But it's about waiting and surviving that. That's the hard part of crypto. It's like most people won't actually survive that process. So that's kind of how crypto works. So I mean, it's going to be blindingly obvious when things have turned around. You don't need to like be a master analyst. It'll just be like, are we making new all-time highs in Bitcoin? Okay, then we're back in a bull market. Period. And then alts will eventually follow to some degree. I think alts will follow more next time. This time they didn't follow. But the next time, that's going to be when the plebs get money, because you're going to have, you know, balance sheet reduction coming to an end and interest rate cuts and potentially some kind of tariff stimulus from Trump and all these other things that are going to pile up. There's a good chance the DX buying stake doesn't get activated before 888. There are other ways that a maximum amount of that ETH payout can remain circular in the system without. I think I know what you're implying. Yes. I wouldn't know about. I don't know about expending the ETH at a suboptimal time. But yeah, no comment on that. I'm doing my best, and the mastermind doesn't have any inside information about when that thing goes off. That's all I can say about buy and burn. I'm not going to reveal any strategic decisions or strategic moves. It's kind of obvious. You You could figure it out if you just look at when it was activated, and yeah, it was basically at the exact bottom. So, like at the bottom of that particular structure. So I'm good at calling bottoms. Someone on X said that I'm really good at calling bottoms, but not tops. It's kind of true. I set the bottom on TitanX. We'll see if it stays, but it's easy to call the bottom when you set the bottom with a buying pair. How could I get the Etsy bids started? Yeah, you have to talk to me, and then I let you into the mastermind, and then my Etsy team builds you a store, and then you make passive income. That's how that works. So you have to be part of the mastermind for that, like we're doing it for those people. If you want to make money by promoting the mastermind, you don't need to be inside it. I'm going to set up a way for you guys to get affiliate links without being part of it. That way we get more members in. I don't consider myself to be the leader of TitanX. Jake is the leader of TitanX. I'm the leader of DragonX, which is very tightly bonded with TitanX. So my actions usually benefit TitanX. Yeah. I enjoy crypto. I enjoy building things in crypto, and it hasn't been easy. But what I like about DragonX is like it's something cool that we're doing that's unique. That it's not just another cash flow thing. It's something really cool and unique, and the potential is gargantuan. Like there's a huge. It can be bigger than like, okay, we're just doing this thing for money. You know, that's what I like about it. It brings people together. Yes, we all want to make money in the end, right? DragonX has a Genesis position, right? It's a small position compared to like some like founders have 90% of the supply or whatever. So it's like I feel that it's a fair share of the booty, I guess you could say. But it's not just about that. It's also about the excitement. It's about going through these challenges together. We learn about ourselves. We learn about how resilient we are. We learn about how we're able to pivot and move. We learn about the power of community. We learn about the power of network. We learn about all these things. And it grows on itself. It becomes something bigger than just another cynical money-making ploy. It becomes something like, wow, we really did something here. We really made a mark here, you know? I'm no Satoshi. I'm no like CZ, but like I really like that about crypto. Your coin can be a banner. It can be a banner. It can stand for something, right? Like my coin stands for resilience. It stands for excellence. It stands for professionalism. It stands for flexibility. It stands for being that representation, that flag of those things, right? Like, and I push my team and I push other people to think about it that way because not everyone thinks about it like that, right? I think about it like that, you know? And there is a monetary gain for me, obviously. Like I have a Genesis supply, which is great. But that's something that can be mutually beneficial because it's not like I have 90% and I have to hammer the chart, you know? With 8%, you can just do some LP and get some profits if you want it. But it can continue to be something that matters, right? Like, I like DragonX as a banner. I really like it as a banner. And it's something that I'm really strongly pushing for and that I am fighting for. Other protocols, they don't understand. I think a lot of people don't understand that what makes a protocol great is community and founder and not token economics. You can't engineer chart go up. You can't put some twists in the game theory and create something that is $1 in and $2 out. That doesn't exist. Like, you know, a friend made a good point. It's like entropy. Like you can't put in energy and then get more energy out of the system. So what is a crypto? It's a representation of a community and of shared value, of shared monetary value that we have, right? We all believe in the future potential of this thing. We assign a certain market value to it. And along the way, it stands for something, right? So I think that's why a lot of TitanX protocols have failed, is because they're missing fundamentally what the crypto should represent, which is like it needs to represent, it needs to be a banner, it needs to be a flag, it needs to be a banner, a war banner of like, this is what we stand for when we hold this token. Like when you buy TitanX, you're picking the cleanest code, the purest possible design on TitanX. You're picking scarcity. You're picking, professionalism, execution, perfection in code, and leadership. And you're picking resilience. You're choosing to be part of something that's resilient. You're choosing to be someone who can take pain and keep pushing. You're choosing to be more than just a person who just holds and then sells when it's hell for Flim, because they would have sold a long time ago. And people have made a lot of money on TitanX. Good for them. Good for them. Okay. And it's like, ultimately, I think TitanX holders are going to be strongly rewarded. Right? I don't think you should put your life savings into it. I've said this multiple times. Like, it's a very risky endeavor, right? Crypto is very risky, but along the way, I want to build something that represented the best of what a crypto could be within, my own resources and constraints of, I'm not a billionaire, right? But I wanted to build something that represented real excellence in crypto, so that when people look back on TitanX, they could say, damn, that was a really impressive project on multiple levels, on the level of the character, on the level of leadership, on the level of community, on the level of code quality, right? On the level of game theory and design, which I'm very proud of how I invented TitanX and the design of it. On the alchemy of TitanX coming together at that perfect moment, right? And having the team there, having the network to execute on that right away. I'm very proud of that. And I want people to look back on this project, and I want them to be like, yeah, this was something. This was something unique, like something really strong in crypto. And when ETH is 60K and we have like 50 million bucks, that's going to be awesome. There won't be, when ETH is 50K, there's not going to be a lot of entities with 1,700 ETH, Think about that. We will garner attention. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Yes, cheeseburger profit. I would say probably. Like, I think Jake is probably in the shadows. So, yeah, like, I think he's around. He won't reach out to me, which I find annoying. But he knows already that I'm annoyed by that, and he still hasn't reached out to me. So you do your thing, dude. I'm gonna do my thing. There's not a lot of reason why we need to like talk to each other right now. Like, he's gonna come out with something, and it's gonna be what it is, and that's gonna be his thing. And I'm gonna continue to do exactly what I'm doing, which is build the mastermind, support builders, and support TitanX. I'm not gonna change my behavior when Jake arrives. Like, I don't see the need. Like, I'm doing my part as the TitanX guy. Other founders are doing their part, or they've just abandoned their projects. Well, okay, fine. But like, when Jake comes back, he's going to do the TitanX thing. And TitanX is going to really benefit from that. I have guesses based on what Jake has told me, but I won't mention them. And we're talking about discussions that happened 6 months ago. So he could have pivoted completely. So I really don't have any insight. I've only been in TitanX since Jake has been incognito. Yeah, it's similar with Richard. Like, I mean, I was there when Richard was streaming. Those were the best days for Pulse Chain and for Hex. Will Richard stream again? He may never stream again. Just because of the position he's in, it's not necessary. he's got so much ETH. So at the right time, Jake should stream again, though, and he should do his part, which I think he will. Will Hydra be 1-to-1 ratio, TitanX? I don't know. The chart is pretty light. I mean, in the sense that the liquidity is quite low. I'm trying to think of a way to capture like you guys. Like I want you guys to like, I want your email, I want your Telegram. Because like you guys are like the core. But I have no way of like identifying you after the stream is over. It's kind of annoying. Like, is there an email capture on StreamYard? I need to check that because I like to get people on the email list. I like to know their Telegram. Let me put my Telegram in here. So let me put my Telegram in here. Yeah. So just join that. Like 186 views with 22 people. Like just yeah. And most of you guys aren't in the mastermind, which is silly. You guys should be in there hanging out with me. But yeah, so join the Telegram. I try to post just things that I've learned, musings, value to you. Like this is what's worked for me in the past. This is where you would fail. This is where you would succeed. I'm trying to give you guys insights into stuff that's a bit broader than just crypto, but I do put crypto stuff in there too. Look at the Jamana tree on TitanX law. I have no idea what that is. No idea. Well, there's 20 people watching on YouTube. And how many do we have live here? 186. Is it? No, it's just views. Just so I was in the timeline 167 times. It doesn't mean 167 people are watching it, unfortunately. Cool. Well, I guess that's it then. Any other questions? $1 million question. Will you use all the ETH to buy TitanX before day 88 payout to get the most shares because probably the last big payout? You can't do anything else with that ETH. I just said I wasn't going to answer that. Sorry, man. I think I banned you on X anyway, so I don't know why. Well, cool, guys. That's 45 minutes of me ranting and answering questions. I feel like that's probably enough. And no founders are lining up here to join. So have a great night, guys, and enjoy the cutscene at the end of the stream.
なんとなく生きてんじゃないですか。迷ってんじゃないですか。生き生きしたい。簡単ですよ。過去のことを思っちゃダメだよ。なんであんなことしたんだろうって怒りに変わってくるから。未来のことも思っちゃダメ。大丈夫かな。不安になってくるでしょ。ならば一生懸命一つのところに命をかける。そうだ。今ここを生きていけばみんな生き生きするぞ。諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだ。そこでもう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメ諦めたら周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ
騒ぎだ。